Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are at. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Austin Lawrence, and I am going to give you the seventh part or the final section of the seven money milestones, a brief recap. And I wanted to go ahead and share that with you, starting off with just kind of a recap of it, and then I'm going to shoot through. Here are the seven parts: financial education, proper protection, emergency fund, debt management, cash flow, building wealth, which is the last one we covered, and the one we're going to do today, which is protecting your wealth. And this is super important. So I want to start off by talking about a couple examples in history that we know of. In fact, there are quite a few examples that we can actually use as, kind of learning lessons about not creating a will or a trust in the event of your death. And two people that always come to mind are Aretha Franklin. She ended up with $80 million and didn't have a will in place. Prince, another classic example, $150 million plus with no will in place. So these are examples of what not to do because neither one of these people had an estate plan. It ended up going to probate, and you can imagine the chaos that followed and the years and years of pursuing, some kind of a settlement with regards to this. So a very painful process. There are some things that you really want to consider when you're looking at protecting your wealth. Obviously, our goal is to help you build that wealth, but your goal is really to protect your wealth and your assets. And a lot of people say, I don't have a big enough estate to have an estate plan, and that's not necessarily true. A lot of the times, wills will designate how your children are to be taken care of. Other kind of specific things that just are kind of fly under the radar when it comes to, the end of life kind of decisions that are made. So there are four documents I want to talk about that should be in place so that you have a clean and clear actual estate plan that protects your wealth. First is a will. Obviously, you need a will that designates, who gets what and how you're designating any of your assets, accumulated wealth, etc. One of the things that we always recommend is you go the next step and you do put that into a trust that protects you and your family. Um, you should have a financial power of attorney. That's just kind of designating financial affairs, as well as anything that has to do with decision making. Who makes those decisions for you? You should have an advanced healthcare directive or directives, which is what we would term a living will. And that's mainly to do with the medical side of decision making. And then finally, you should have a Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act release, which is what we term HIPAA or HIPAA. And you should make sure that that is in place and clearly accessible if anything should go wrong. No, we always kind of say this, but what you don't want in this situation is probate, because probate is a lawsuit that you are filing against yourself and it hurts your family. It's the government deciding on what to do with your wealth and your assets. This is Austin Lawrence. Thank you very much. Please click on the link in the actual box down there. Take advantage of the free ebook. Read through it a couple times. It's got some great information in there for you. As well, please like, share, and when I mean share, I share it with anybody that you think would have value on this or needs to focus on these kind of things or hasn't thought about them. And then I'd love it if you would subscribe and you'll get the latest videos that I have coming out on anything to do with how money works. Thank you again for watching. I really appreciate it. You have a wonderful day.